The Arizona Cardinals claim 6 players off of waivers today. We're also going to dive into newly acquired quarterback Joshua Dobbs' first day in the building. Let's dive right in about what JG has said about both Joshua Dobbs and Clayton Tunes. Let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in the description below. Let's go ahead and first start off with the 6 new acquisitions that the Arizona Cardinals ended up getting off of waivers today. Now, if you do not know what waivers are, basically whenever the NFL trims their roster down to the final 53, there's a lot of players that get cut. So it allows other teams to put a claim on that specific player. And if you're high within that waiver wire and you're the highest bidder, you can go ahead and put them on your 53-man roster. Now, the Arizona Cardinals did get 6 new players, and that's what I was saying yesterday when just because you made it to the final 53 doesn't mean you're going to stay on there, right? There's going to be a lot of turning. There's going to be a lot of movement being made around to make some room for these 6 new players. Let's get started here on the very first player that the Arizona Cardinals ended up bringing in, and that is going to be none other than Tristan Cohen, center, and it seems like he used to play for the New York Jets. Now, looking a little deeper into him, 6'3", 320 pounds, 25 years old, so very, not that old, right? It seems like he played for the Baltimore Ravens from 2020 to 2022, and then spent some time with the New York Jets this year from 2023 and was cut. Now, for this guy right here, he's a center. I do believe right now for Holt is going to be our #1 guy at the center position, and he's actually shined in preseason. So, one thing that we did hear is that the Arizona Cardinals were going to go for offensive line as well as DBs, and that's exactly what the Arizona Cardinals did. Let's move on to the next player here, and that is going to be none other than Elijah Higgins. Now, he's a tight end from Stanford, and he actually played for the Miami Dolphins. Now, this guy right here, looking a little deeper into him, 22 years old, so very young. Out of Stanford, he was actually picked up in the 6th round, 197th overall in the 2023 draft. So he just got picked up this year, was playing for the Miami Dolphins, and I do believe that I saw somewhere out there that the Miami Dolphins wanted him to be in their practice squad, but the Arizona Cardinals went ahead and put a request in to get him, and we got granted Elijah Higgins. So, I mean, that's pretty cool, right? A tight end here out of Miami. So we'll see exactly what happens right there. Now, let's move on to the next player here, and that is going to be none other than Keith Ishmael. It seems like he's a center from San Diego State. He came from the San Francisco 49ers, but looking a little deeper into him, it seems like he's 25 years old, so, not too young, not too old, right down in the middle. Plays center. He did spend some time with the Commanders/Washington football team, and then spent some time with the San Francisco 49ers. Now, he did play 18 games and has a total of 5 starts. Those starts might have came from, I believe, with Washington more than San Francisco 49ers. So, I mean, that's cool. We got somebody with experience. He was picked up in the 2020 draft, 5th round, 156th overall to the Washington football team or the Commanders or whatever you want to call them. So that is going to be the next person that we have. Let's move on to the next guy here for the Arizona Cardinals, and that is going to be, is it Elam Manning? Tackle out of Hawaii. Now, this guy is also from San Francisco 49ers as well, so it seems like we went ahead and got a good amount of people from San Fran, or at least 2 out of the 6. Now, I haven't really found anything too much about him. There's probably because he really hasn't played too much preseason or maybe even regular season with the San Francisco 49ers. So that guy right there, I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. He's a tackle out of Hawaii, played some time with the San Francisco 49ers. So let's move on to the next guy here, Starling Thomas, a DB, played for Alabama/Birmingham. So I believe he maybe spent some time with another football league, maybe, from the Detroit Lions. And I believe they wanted to put him in the practice squad as well. And the Arizona Cardinals claimed him. So this individual right here, Starling Thomas, is a cornerback, 5'10", 194 pounds, undrafted in the 2023 season. So he spent some time with the Detroit Lions. He was cut, and I think they wanted to put him in the practice squad, and the Arizona Cardinals claimed him. So definitely hopefully some promise, right? There's some DBs that are on here that obviously the Cardinals have some big holes still available. So he is also a member of the Arizona Cardinals. And let's look at the very last one, and that's going to be Kavion Wallace, DB out of Clemson. Now, he comes from the Eagles is what it looks like here. Now, it says DB, but I think his position was this safety. So that might be, obviously, because we got rid of Isaiah Simmons, we probably need a little bit more people back there to kind of help with, help JT as well as help out Budda Baker. So this guy's 5'11", 205 pounds, spent most of his career with Philadelphia Eagles 2020 to 2023. Total of 64 tackles, 1 fumble recovery. So not a guy that screams production, but obviously there might be some ties with JG and this individual right here, right? K'Von Wallace. So those are our 6 new players for the Arizona Cardinals. So we're going to start seeing some churn. We're going to start hearing some players that made the 53-man roster and are most likely going to get cut. Now, I did see here in the Twitter world that we already made a move, and I believe the Arizona Cardinals have now officially waived tight end Blake Whiteheart, which is very unfortunate because he made a really, really good catch in preseason, but he's no longer a member of the Arizona Cardinals final 53, so he has been unfortunately a victim of no longer being on the final 53 and making some room for these other young guys to kind of come on in. And let's dive right into the quarterback situation that we're dealing with right now as Arizona Cardinal fans. We got 2 quarterbacks on the roster. We didn't claim any quarterbacks off of waivers, so right now we're rolling with either Joshua Dobbs and we're also rolling with rookie quarterback Clayton Tunes. Now please keep in mind that this is the first official day that Joshua Dobbs is in the building for the Arizona Cardinals, and so far with what JG has said, it seems like he is, grasping the offense and looking pretty good in practice. So definitely kudos to Joshua Dobbs. But there was also a moment where the media asked Jonathan Gannon how Clayton Tunes would do if he would be ready to start the position in week 1 at quarterback. And he said, yes, he feels confident with Clayton Tunes being the quarterback number 1 if it came down to that. So we got 2 quarterbacks right now that this coaching staff is very, very high on, either Joshua Dobbs or Clayton Tunes. Who is your QB1? Real quick update on Kyler Murray. It seems like Kyler Murray is going to be starting the season on the PUP list, which is going to mean he is going to be missing a total of 4 games at least. As of right now, there is no intention of sitting Kyler Murray down throughout the season. I don't know how this came out, but there's really a lot of fans out there saying that Kyler Murray is going to get shut down or shouldn't be playing for the season. No, absolutely not. Kyler Murray should be playing, and this regime should want Kyler Murray to play this year as well. There's no tanking here in the Arizona Cardinals. Whether you think this roster is competitive or not, there's no tanking here. These guys are going to truly want to win. Now, like I said earlier, I know the roster doesn't look the best, but they're going to truly come out here and put the best 53 guys against their opponent week in and week out. So we'll see if Kyler Murray does come back maybe week 5 or any other time after that. So as of right now, it's TBD. So let me know your guys' thoughts on the new acquisitions for the Arizona Cardinals. Or any of these 6 players here, any of these guys exciting to you that we brought here as an Arizona Cardinal? Let me know here in the comments below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.